Yeah, just looking at some weather information here. How about some sea surface temperature anomalies? And oh, fancy meeting you here, YouTube and BitChute. Congratulations on realizing that the Smash News Network least busted name in news exists. Yeah, we're talking complete lack of nonsense. Just citing fact after fact after fact and wondering when we'll gain traction. It's a mystery. Where have all the views gone? Why is there so much nonsense propagated on social media? Why are people so fucking stupid? All right, so here is our sea surface temperature anomaly and currents, because we're looking at the Gulf Stream. You can see it making its way up here and trying to make its way all the way to Ireland and, Scotland and so on. We've got anomalously hot water up here now, so I figured I would cite this. We've got a huge area of anomalously warm water around places like Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. Shout out to Ricky, Julian, and Bubbles. Anyway, that's the sea surface temperature anomaly and currents view. We're going to move into the normal realm here. Here are the surface winds. And we'll zoom out to show you some global weather patterns. There are the surface winds of the east. Strong clockwise rotating low pressure in between Australia and New Zealand. Here are the jet streams of the east. Huge meridional jet stream bends over East Asia. Also, jet stream blowing backwards over the western Pacific and central Indian Oceans. Continuing on to the jet streams of the Americas. The U.S. jet stream remaining largely to the north of the country. A little bit of a convergence happening here around Wyoming, Nebraska. Here are the surface winds of the Americas. And a bit of a low here around Newfoundland. You can see that counterclockwise rotation, the telltale sign of low pressure systems in the northern hemisphere. Here are the surface winds of Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. And like sands through the hourglass of time, these are the jet streams of your lives. You can see the jet stream here blowing backwards over portions of northern Africa as well. A little bit of backward jet stream action happening there in the West Pacific, Indian Ocean, and over African continent. Here's your weather.gov map. If your county's lit, click your county. We've got some excessive heat warnings there. Those pink, those dark pink wine-colored, I don't know, what color is that? Is that cranberry? I don't know. Whatever color that is, those are excessive heat warnings. We've also got some flood watches there in places like Iowa and eastern Nebraska, and small portions of Illinois. If your county is lit, again, click your county from weather.gov's map. We can't cover that many weather warnings. We show things from a zoomed-out perspective in terms of your weather. So lots of lightning here continuing over the U.S. We've seen some very high lightning as morning breaks. The last 10 hours, pretty exciting as far as lightning. So here's a real-time lightning map. It's from lightningmaps.org, powered by blitzautung.org. Check it out next time you hear thunder. And we've got some active cells here northeast of Kansas City. So there are some active strikes happening as we record the video. And there's your likely thunderclap propagation. And we'll zoom back out here to show the available data. There you go. And some lightning strikes happening in Central Africa here. Central Western Africa as we record the video. Again, lightningmaps.org. Next time you hear thunder, it's highly recommended. It could save your you-know-what. And let's bring up a forecast here. And there's our 72-hour GFS animation That's the 72-hour GFS pressure and precipitation forecast, and some extreme weather coming to the southeastern U.S. here. Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, and Mississippi all expected to see some extreme weather. Toward the end of the run, at the beginning of the run, Missouri and Illinois expected to see some extreme cells. So beware of that. Remember, folks, the most dangerous part of a severe thunderstorm in the northern hemisphere is the northwestern corner. That's the most likely place for tornadoes to appear. Those are some very concentrated systems showing up there. That's a lot of red on the map on the GFS 72-hour pressure and precipitation forecast. Continuing on, these are the skies over Geneva, Switzerland. Why are we showing it? Well, it's because a lot of people don't understand physics and are very frightened of something that is very not scary. It's known as CERN. And if you're not familiar with the mega collider CERN, if you're very frightened of it, I feel sorry for you. There are not clouds. CERN is not controlling the weather. It's not causing sunspots to occur. But those are the skies over Geneva, Switzerland. Let's zoom out. That's the last 6 hours of satellite data. And there is the satellite animation for the last 6 hours over Western Europe. And by the way, claims of a weird cloud forming over CERN is not evidence of anything. And here's the last 6 hours from a more global perspective. As the sun rises over the east coast of the U.S., let's continue on here. It's taking way too long to get this video out. We've got to get it uploaded and onto your screen. So here's the current U.S. Doppler radar map. We'll briefly show the full 50-state view. Oh, brother. All right, there you go. There's the radar.weather.gov Doppler radar, animating incredibly slowly to add insult to injury. So there is your lower 48 U.S. Doppler. I'll just manually animate it. There we go. That's a little bit better. Hey, look, it works. Here's your shortwave radiation map showing clouds and fog. 3.9 nanometer infrared radiation. And here is your water vapor map. Any year now. No, that's okay. We'll wait. And there is the water vapor environment. I would note once again that this entire area here is a giant anticyclone. You can see this overall clockwise rotation happening. That is the signature of a high-pressure system in the northern hemisphere. And in the middle of that, convective forces are at play. So there's some severe weather coming. As we noted, here's your recap, the U.S. Doppler radar map showing vertical motion of water droplets in the air column. Here's your shortwave radiation map showing clouds and fog. And here is water vapor. Thanks for tuning into the Smash News Network, Least Busted Name of News. And may that solar wind be at your back, and may that nonsense be absent from your YouTube feed. I know it's pretty pathetic out there. I know the channels that are being promoted on YouTube are often pretty pathetic. Millions of views, millions of viewers, millions of stupid things said daily on the platform. Congratulations on realizing our channel exists. We'll keep citing facts, as credibility is not free.